Hey guys, today we're going to talk about 5 popular One Piece theories and saying if I think they're true or if they're not. Here we go. This first theory is that Crocodile was originally a woman. Now, this theory stems from this panel where it says it has Crocodile holding an umbrella with a dog. Now, Oda said that Luffy's mom appeared in this chapter. Now, the only prominent character that appeared in this chapter is Crocodile. Also, and Impel Down, Ivankov kept saying that he knows Crocodile's dirty little secret. And it just so happens to be that Ivankov can change any guy into a girl with their herm fruit, or whatever, the hormone fruit. So, and he also kept calling her Croco Boy, and Crocodile was also the only face at Roger's execution that was not shown. And he was the only prominent figure that was not shown, his face was not shown. I believe that this theory is true. I think that this theory is true. Oda has done crazier things in the past, so I want to put this behind him, which kind of goes into another theory of, is Crocodile Luffy's mom? Obviously, the panel thing. I don't think that this part of the theory, I do not think is true. I do not think that Crocodile was Luffy's mom. If that was the case, I don't think Crocodile would have been trying so hard to kill him back in Alabasta. And yeah, this theory, it just has it has no base to it. This is a fun little theory. I do think Crocodile was a woman, but I don't think Crocodile was Luffy's mom. Now, the next popular theory is the red line will be destroyed before the end of One Piece. Now, I'm going to read this. I'm getting this all from a website. I read what they say, and then I give my own personal opinion and my facts on the matter. So this says the red line will be destroyed. One Piece is an object that will allow Luffy to destroy the red line. All of the crew's dreams have the red line as the barrier. Destroying it will make the freest man, and he can travel a lot. Nami can complete her map, and many others have similar interests. Now, this theory, I think, is 100% facts. It has nearly all the Straw Hat's dreams in it, like Brook with him meeting LeBloom, Nami, as I said, creating the map, Sanji with the all blue. It has so much of their dreams all in it. Also, in Elbaf, here's a spoiler. 3, 2, 1. At Elbaf, they said that the red line is a blood-soaked serpent. Or not the red line, but there's a blood-soaked serpent. And I believe that it is Gonko, the snake in this mural. I believe that Gonko is the blood-soaked serpent, and he somehow got turned to stone in the Void Century, and now he is the red line. Now, this theory, I think, is 100% true, and I do think that Oda will reveal this in the final war later on. This next theory is that Laugh Tale is in the earth. Now, I found this one interesting, so I wanted to read a little bit about it. Let's see what this says. Many claims that the Laugh Tale is located inside the earth. It has been subtly hinted, and some symbolism that supports this theory is evident. Now, I'm going to say this theory false. I think this theory is completely false for a couple main reasons. One, if it was in the earth, I don't think they would have clouds all in this earth, and they have water. Now, the water is possible, but the clouds isn't. I know with Laboon that you can put stuff in things and have clouds and stuff, but this theory is I just don't think it's true. There is too much that's saying that it's not true. Also, I'm going to give my hand on what I think Laugh Tale is. I'm going to give 3 hints on what I think or 3 guesses on what I think Laugh Tale is. One, I think Laugh Tale is either in the Marie's Wall, the broken piece of Jaya, or I think Laugh Tale is in the Skypiea. Now, there is no basis off of any of these. I am just throwing out guesses and having a little fun with my theories. But I do think it's interesting, and I would really like to see how Oda plays into that later on in the series. Now, this next theory is that Blackbeard has 3 personalities, or in other words, 3 souls. Now, obviously, it is nearly confirmed that Blackbeard and Rocks are both, spoiler ahead, Blackbeard and Rocks are 2 souls, and they're all in the same body as Blackbeard. But people are thinking that there is a 3rd soul, and I heard some people speculate that it's Davy Jones. Now, let's read what this has to say. Blackbeard has multiple personality syndrome. He has a childish side and a calm and mature vibe. Precisely, he has 3 sides to him. His character design is filled with references to the number 3 here and there. Now, I think that Rocks and Blackbeard are obviously one person, but do I think they be Josens? No. I think, now this is a crazy one, but this is something that I thought of last night, and I just had to say it. I think that Davy Jones is the person with a burned scar. I think that Davy Jones is the one in the ghost ship, and I think he's holding one of the road poneglyphs. I think that Davy Jones is the one who creates the whirlpools. This has no base to it at all, but I think that this is a really interesting theory, and I'm pretty sure that some big One Piece theorist video, TikToker or YouTuber or anything can probably give more evidence to this. But I think that Davy Jones is the ghost ship. Now I find this one interesting. But Blackbeard has the 3 personalities. I think it does, but I don't think the 3rd personality is Davy Jones. I think it's someone that we haven't met in the story yet. I think it's going to be Emu, actually. I think Emu will be the 3rd soul that Blackbeard takes. And I think that it will be Blackbeard, Rocks D. Zebek, and Emu. I think that those will be the 3 souls that are in this video. And that is it for this theory. I think that this theory is true, and I really hope that my Rocks D. Zebek theory is, or not my Rocks D. Zebek, my Davy Jones theory is true, because that would be a really interesting and good theory by me. Now, this next theory is that there are no devil fruit users allowed at Laftel. Now, this theory states that 2 of the people over on the ship got really sick when the ship was approaching Laftel. The only people who didn't make it to Laftel were Buggy and Toki, and I'm also pretty sure that Shanks didn't make it there too. The only 2 confirmed people with devil fruit powers on the ship. It is possible that devil fruit users can't go to Laftel. I think this one is true, but I do think that there's a get around. I think that the person that's holding the Joy Boy fruit, the Gum Gum no Mi, the Nika fruit, whatever you want to call it, I think the person that has that fruit can allow whoever he wants to Laftel. I think that that's why Emu has not been able to get to Laftel yet, because I don't think Joy Boy let him get into Laftel, and that's why I think the One Piece is hidden. So I think that Emu or Blackbeard, because I think Blackbeard will be the final villain, will wait for Luffy to get the fruit, and then once Luffy gets the fruit, I think they're going to wait for him to leave the island and then get him and try to get whatever the One Piece really is. So I think that this is maybe it could be true, but I do think that there's a deeper meaning behind why there's no devil fruits allowed at the Laftel. Now my theory was a fun theory. You know me, I like to have fun with my theories. It's going to be a really interesting theory if I do so myself. It's going to be fun to see how it plays out. And that's the end of the video. If you want more theories, like, subscribe, and comment what you want me to theorize about, because I'm well averse in this type of stuff, clearly, and I want to know what y'all want me to theorize about. Now, thank you for watching this video to the end. I'm so grateful. Truly, thank you. And I'll see y'all next time.